hardcore boxing fans out there, how are you doing? Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. I'm just on my way to Warrington. A couple of days. It's got to be better than South Yorkshire, hasn't it, at current state of play. It's a bit of something different, isn't it? Because let's have it right, that boxing game will send you mad. But I'm glad you've all tuned in. I'm glad I've got your attention. You know I have, don't you? Especially all you licence holders. I've rinsed loads of people this week, loads. And I'm going to rinse more. Isn't that right? Because we're not threatening nobody on this channel, no one. We're not like Steffi Bull running around hammering promoters. We're not going to mention promoters' names, are we, Steph? But Steffi likes to hammer promoters and whatnot. But you're not going to come out and say, hiya Steffi. I call that two-faced. Now, Steffi's got to work with these people, hasn't he? People in boxing industry, they're all cowards, aren't they? 97% cowards. You know, when you go look in the mirror at night, all you licence holders that are bitching to your wives and girlfriends and your children, and bitching to your fighters, go look at yourselves in the mirror and ask yourself, am I speaking out about what's going on? Am I? Am I just a little bitch who wants to work with Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren and all the rest of them? Boxing's on the slide. I've got analytics to prove it, and when it goes kaput, you'll all say, "Okay, God, you was right." You fucking know I'm right. You know I'm right. That's why they're all turning to these YouTubers to prop it up. Logan Paul and Jake Paul are propping boxing up at the moment because there's no Mayweather. Pacquiao's shot to pieces. Tyson Fury's not even fighting, don't even do ticket sales in UK, hasn't even got a UK licence. Anthony Joshua's got a chin made out of glass. Who does that leave? Dylan White, not fought for a European, don't even mention Joe Joyce or Caballel. Well, I'm right, aren't I? Dylan White's supposed to be the can man, innit he? Yeah, tomato can man. People say, Porky, why do you complain? I'm trying to shake it up. We're trying to shake it up. If I don't say anything, who else is gonna? There's a few select people that are saying it on social media. Not everybody's like me, fronting it out, taking all your troll comments on a daily basis. Do you know I had over 1,000 emails and them comments on YouTube that they all get removed? If they're vile, they get removed. Over 1,000 over a 24-hour period. Over 1,000 people wanting to voice their opinion. Probably 800 of them weren't very nice comments towards me, but I'm thick-skinned, aren't I? I'm thick-skinned. But something's got to change sooner or later. I don't want to be doom and gloom about it. I was so buzzing with boxing after Joshua beat Vladimir Klitschko, even though he was nearly 42. And he was Tyson Fury's leftovers, and he'd been 18 months on settee. I thought boxing were going to change since then. What did Sky go and do? They did Eddie Hearn a big deal, didn't they? What's he going to do? He stood on a balcony, pulled his little tail out, and weed on them. And they were all like that underneath, trying to catch it in the mouth, weren't they, all them at Sky? Well, they're not doing that now, are they? They're firing lawyers' letters at each other, aren't they? Oh, well, the mighty have fallen, eh? Where's boxing heading, though? Where is it heading? Where? That's what I want to know. Where's it heading? Where? Skid Row. That's where. Skid Row. And you know what happens when you get skiddies in your undies, don't you? You know what happens when you get skiddy undies? As soon as you notice you've got skid marks, you throw it in washing machine for your missus to wash, don't you, or your mum? So wash that for me, I'm not wearing them. It's got skids. Well, that's boxing at the moment. Somebody's skid marking all over the place, wheel spinning all over the place. Shit everywhere. You got to get rid of shit so it leaves stains. But on a positive note, Usyk's going to punch Joshua upside down, in my opinion. In my opinion, he punches him upside down. All you people putting your money on Anthony Joshua, let me just say this to you. Andy Ruiz, right? Andy Ruiz knocked Joshua out. Joshua was frightened to death in that rematch. Frightened to death. Does Usyk beat Andy Ruiz? Yeah, he does. Right, so if Usyk beats Andy Ruiz, he can beat Joshua then, can't he? I know people say A, just because A beats B, B don't necessarily beat C, and A don't beat C, C whatever, A, whatever. It's just shite, look. The way I look at it is this. Joshua's been wrapped in cotton wool now since he signed with them shithouses. Wrapped in cotton wool. There's a question mark against every opponent. Even Andy Ruiz fight, they had a lot of luck in that. He was fat as a pig, Michelin man. Do you know what I mean? Had a lot of luck. Did he have a lot of luck in Dylan White fight? I didn't give Dylan White a round. The shared round 2, that was it. All this about it were a close fight from Barry Hearn, and I want to see it again. Are you having a laugh, Bazza? You need to stay off the Heineken. But I'm just fearful for the sport at the moment. And no way on earth could I end up following MMA or UFC. I don't think I could do it. It'd be too much for me to digest. It'd be too much for me to digest MMA. It'd take years. I'd just make me sound look stupid. I'd make me sound look stupid. And I couldn't pinch other people's material like people pinch mine. I couldn't do it. I mean, I sit and watch these YouTubers now, they don't know what to put out, so they're waiting for others to put stuff out, then they're all copying each other. Why not just put your own stuff out, do your own research and put your own spin on it? I don't get that. Same as I don't get these YouTubers with 60,000 subscribers doing the same views as me and I've got 9,000. I don't know. Are they buying subscribers? Who cares? I'm happy doing what I'm doing. But the point I want to make is, if people want to keep pinching my material and my one-liners, keep doing it. Keep doing it, because you're growing the Porky legend, kids. Alright. She was alright. I wonder how her Thursday's going. I'm just fucking with you. But now I'm really worried about the sport. Let's look at the super middleweights. Callum Smith's moved up. I heard he's fighting for peanuts on Joshua's show. Peanuts. Billy Joe's not going to fight again, in my opinion. People were saying he was coming back last week. Look, he's fat as a pig, Michelin man, and he's never going to get that kind of money again unless he rematches Canelo. Only decent money out there for him's, well, what? Who's going to see John Ryder, Billy Joe? I think John Ryder's over ill and far away now. He's forgotten man, isn't he? Do I want to see that? Not really. Have you ever seen Billy Joe in an exciting fight? No. Would I want to see Billy Joe, Callum Smith? No. Who would I want to see Billy Joe in with? One person, Christopher Eubank Jr. Yes, please. Is that pay-per-view? Yeah, it is on Sky. I'd want to see that. I'd make Billy Joe Saunders the underdog in that fight. That's just an opinion, isn't it? That's my opinion, but they're both inactive, aren't they? Let's have it right. How many fights has Billy had since he won it? A bit more than an handful. 6 or 7 since he beat Andy Lee. Or if you include that, he ain't had that many fights, has he? Eubank's not that active. So that division's parked up. Light heavyweights in UK's parked up, innit? Heavyweights are parked up. Oh, but lo and behold, we've got Lawrence Okoli fighting a bin man. 15-0 bin man. 15-0 makes him look great, doesn't it? But he's a bin man. So that's just how I look at it at the moment. Am I being harsh? It's my job to be harsh. I'm not here to listen to shite. I listened to over 5 years of it, of Dennis. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, we've got something bubbling. The longest bubble to ever bubble. It's all stuck to the pan, Dennis. So once you've heard shite like that for years, how else that's said to me, I'm battle hardened, aren't I? One thing Dennis made me, battle hardened to bullshit. Bullshit and utter poppycock. Utter poppycock. Dennis is doing good now. He's been to B&Q, bought a spade, and he's dug Dave Allen up. Because nobody wanted him. Look at this traffic here, man. M62's a nightmare, isn't it? So that's just my opinion. Alright, so peace out, keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. I'll add something to this on the way back tomorrow afternoon. Alright, peace out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment and share it on your WhatsApp. All you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the voice of hardcore boxing. Friday morning, Porky road trip. 7:25 in the morning, stuck in middle of Warrington after a heavy one. I hope I've got all your attention. All you licence holders, I know you're watching. I know you pieces of shit from Boxing Board of Control are watching, aren't you? Well, I'm coming for you fuckers, so get ready. Oh, you better get ready. I don't even know where the fucking hell I am here. Big Dennis's show tonight, innit? Big Ron's show. Let's hope Dave Allen wins.
Please
if it were in car park,
100 yards at the end of the road onto Scott Street.
If it were in car park in Sheffield, I'd say I hope it fucking pisses it down. But it's at Pond's Pond and I like the people there, so I hope it's a good show. Tomlinson against that.
Please turn left.
Kid for IBO.
100 yards onto Convent Street and then turn left.
That's a good fight. Kane Salvin. Looking forward to watching him against Michael Gomez Jr.
Now
I like him. He's a nice kid, young Michael. Which way now? Down here. It's like a rabbit warren, isn't it, Warrington? I think I'm going to go see Frank. We'll get Frank on channel today.
Please turn left.
He's a good friend of mine, Frank.
At the end of the road
from Bury.
Sharp Street.
We're not far from Bury, are we? I don't think.
Now turn left and then.
Shut up! You're doing me head in. I can see graph.
Now turn left.
What's going on here? Is it right here? Yeah, Frank's a good bloke from Bury. I'm going to go see him, take him for some breakfast. I'm just going to knock on the door. I ain't even turned my phone on for probably 24 hours. just do your head in, don't they? We all managed back in day with art phones, didn't we? So why should I be beholden to a phone? Do you know what I mean? Get in your lane, mate. Yorkshireman in area. Pulling out at me like that. Does he know who I am? So let's hope that Dennis's show's alright tonight. But what I want to mainly talk about is dope testing in boxing. People keep sending me emails going on about it, about dope testing and who's on gear and who isn't on gear and blah blah blah. So let me just spell it out to you people. It's £1,000 for say a Commonwealth title fight. Liam Cameron, Dennis had to pay £1,000 for his dope test. £1,000. So that's just a normal Commonwealth test. I don't know what it is for other world title fights and that, but let's say if it's minimum of £1,000, it's dear doing it. But the point I want to make is, if you're not fighting in a title fight, you're not going to get tested. So what do I think about dope testing in boxing? One failure, you're out, as far as I'm concerned. One and out. There's none of this, oh, I got spiked by my brother, all that shit. Left. There's none of that. There's none of that with me. One out, out. You're done. Shouldn't be able to come back. Dylan White won't be a multi-millionaire if I'd have had my way. He's failed one dope test, and there's this question mark about another one. And Tyson Fury, free issues. These people won't be in boxing. They mind coming out with all this mental health and depression and all this crap that I never believed. I don't believe a word of that, me. All that's rubbish. I could go on about, I could mention some stuff I'm not going to do, but I don't believe a word about that. But you've got to, it's how you manipulate the system, innit, in boxing. People know how to work it, but I never believed anything like that. Liam Cameron's situation, I don't know what to make of that. He's a good pal of mine. I personally believe his story that he handled money that had coke on it, but right lane here. But I don't know. It's an hard one, isn't it? Dope testing if it's your mate, but if he's failed it, he shouldn't be allowed to fight again. But he will. So only he knows. But I don't know. It's an hard one, isn't it? But I wish Liam all the best. I wish Tyson Fury all the best. I mean, he's not short of a few quid, is he? And he can fight, can't he? Let's have it right. If you can manipulate the system, why not? But for me, it's got to be level playing field for everybody in boxing. There's people that are doping. There's people in boxing at the moment. Look at these lights are everywhere. There's people in the sport of boxing at the moment that are doped up to knackers, doped up to the knackers, and nobody's doing nothing about it. Nobody's saying no, are they? There's some fuel here. That's just my opinion. I think that if you fail a dope test, you need fucking well off out of the sport. I mean, is that bad? Is that bad of me to say that? No, not really, because you're punching people in the fucking head. You're punching people in the head. Now, ain't that attempt murder if you're doped up? It's got to be, hasn't it? It's got to be attempt murder. This way here. Oh. Preston. Fucking Preston, Wigan. If you're from Preston, right, or Wigan, you're not a Scouser and you're not a Mancunian, are you? So what are you? I asked somebody last night, and apparently you're a woolly back. You're not a Scouser, you're not a Manc, you're a woolly back. So what does that make people from Rotherham, Sheffield and Barnsley then if they're not from Donny? What are they? I'm just fucking with you. But fucking hell, 27 miles to Bury from here. It's not right corner, is it? So let's go get Frank on channel, see what Frank's got to say about the sport of boxing. Alright, so peace out, keep on trucking, keep sporting boxing, don't have nightmares, and we'll piece it all together. I'll get Cameron to piece everything together when I get back. I don't know when I'm going home though yet, because I just like to be a free spirit with this bastard turned off, because I'm fucking sick of phones, sick of people fucking ringing me. Alright, go on, peace out. Well, I think we're nearly at Bury now. I just want to ask all you hardcore boxing fans out there, what are you trying to do? You racing me in that pea shooter, mate? Get yourself off. Fucking pea shooter. You know I am. I just want to ask all you hardcore boxing fans out there, right? Who you think the next billboard should be? While I'm bombing down M66 to Bury. Who should next billboard be? Charlie Giles, Robert Smith, Bricktop, Dave fucking Caldwell. Hey, listen, Dave Caldwell, you're a fucking luxury at the moment for me, you little cunt. But I'll catch up with you next week. I've got a little surprise for you. I'm gonna burst your fucking bubble. So get ready. Hey, it's all coming back for you, Dave. So get ready. But who should we put on fucking next billboard? Penfold, Bricktop, Charlie, gin and tonic with a slice of green lemon porky. Make sure it's green. So they're limes, Charlie then. Charlie Giles, Robert fucking Smith. Hey, nobody's allowed an opinion on refereeing decisions and judging decisions because you're on social media and they'll deal with it internally. Yeah, like fuck. That's like asking Al Capone to fucking sentence bootleggers. Look at that. Can you hear that? Just turned my phone on there. That's fucking unbelievable. Unbelievable. No wonder I turned it off. Have a look. Oh, 117 WhatsApp messages. Fuck's sake. If I ain't got enough on my plate. Big shout out to John Burton. Hang on a sec. Fucking Bury, Haywood. I'm not sure if it's this one here, you know. Oh, I think it's straight on. Big shout out to John Burton. John, I watched your interview with James English on internet. Thought it was brilliant, John. How you've turned your life around is fantastic. Alright, I'm proud of you, mate. I'm proud of you. Anybody who doesn't know who John Burton is, go and Google him. A pretty heavy guy on drug scene in Liverpool. Turned his life around. Loves his son though, don't you, John? Good looking kid. He's a nice kid, John. If you're getting out of prison, John's got his own company and they give you advice on release about courses and what you're entitled to, and they're more or less advising you not to go back down your old life and that, and I think that's brilliant. I mean, I'm all for reform and that. This is how I look at it, right? 30 years ago there were about 36,000 people in prison in the UK. There's now up to 100,000 if you count remand prisoners. So that's nearly 3 times the population, isn't it? So something's not fucking working, isn't it, Boris Johnson? And all these prime ministers we've had over the last 30 years, something's not working. So I like John Burton. He's trying to get kids on the right path, and I think that's good. And nobody can say he hasn't been there and done it, because, you know, he's had a 12 stretch for being a drug dealer, and obviously he's had massive fines and large amounts of money took off him by government and that. Where that money goes, I don't know. Probably in old Bill's pocket. But I think what John's doing is fantastic. And there's a lot of people get out of prison nowadays and they're not advised on anything. I remember many times being kicked out of them doors at 8 o'clock in the morning with 40 quid in your pocket and a train ticket. Go on, get yourself off, Porky. First thing you're going to do, you're going to go back to your old life, you're going to go see your pals, aren't you? Before you know where you are, you've got an ounce of gear laid on and you're back at it. And all you're thinking then is, I'm going to build up to a 9. And And then once you get your 9, you're thinking, I'm going to build up to a full fucking bird here. Get a brick. Once you've got a brick, you're on your way, aren't you? But no has any value on anything then, doesn't it? Every day's a Saturday night. Whereas if you go to work for a living, you come home with whatever you've earned for the day, 100 quid or whatever it is, you're thinking, fucking hell, I'm not going partying with this, I've just been to work all day for it. That's how I look at it anyway. This one here we go. Ramsbottom. But so, and you're not going anywhere with working man's wage, are you? Not partying with that 100 quid, how long's that going to fucking last you? What's that, 2 rounds, 3 rounds of drinks? So, if that. So, I'll just turn this way. Don't want anybody knowing where my pal lives. So, yeah, that's just how I see it anyway. But big shout out to John Burton. Hope you're well, John, you and your partner. You're doing great things, and I'm behind you all the way, mate. You're welcome on my channel anytime. Let me know if you want me to come and do an interview with you, John. I'll come down, I'll bring a film crew down. We'll do a proper job on it. I'll do a better one than James English, although I think he is a really, really, really good interviewer. I think he's really calm in front of the camera and that, and I think he's a natural. Probably because he's got a lot of life experiences, hasn't he? But I think James English is a natural in front of the camera. I know he has a few beef with a few people and that, but it's all knackers, innit? Internet beef, YouTube beefers. But I think he's good in front of the camera. But at least he's in front of the camera though, isn't he? There's a lot of people. You're a bit close to me there, Pop. But at least he's in front of the camera, isn't he, James English? So that's good, isn't it? And anybody who goes in front of a camera like what I do, I think you need respect. Because there's a lot of people that are behind camera, aren't there? Plenty to say for themselves. Like trolls and that. Nobody takes them serious, do they? I get a living out of trolls, so they do me a favour. Keep them comments coming. But yeah, good luck to John Burton. I like John. He's alright. Google him, John Burton. His interview with James English on YouTube was fantastic. He's a proper bloke, John. So yeah, I'm just pulling up at my mates. So peace out. How you doing, Frank?
I'm alright, Ross, how are you?
I'm alright, nice to see you. I haven't seen you for a bit. Are you alright?
I'm alright, woke me up this morning at 8 o'clock. Just about to get in the shower.
Yeah, are you alright on your own now then, Frank?
Getting
alright?
Getting by, it's just a memory that's gone.
Yeah. Well, you're looking well, you're still training and that?
Yeah, I train every day. Do a bit every day of a morning, go with Dave. Sometimes and do a bit with him.
Yeah. A lot's gone on in boxing since we last spoke. I believe you've been spending some time down at Terry Spencer's gym in St Helens.
Yeah, I went
Tom
down,
Aspinall.
Yeah, I went down there with Andy Aspinall and Tom. Andy's his dad, as you know.
Yeah.
He fights on the 4th of September in Las Vegas. And he went down to spar Ricky, what's his name, second name, Ricky Gorman. That's it, Ricky Gorman. Had a good sparring session, it was interesting to watch. So, and a gentleman of a fella as well.
He's a lovely kid, isn't he, Tom Aspinall?
Yeah, he's gonna be the next champion, up and coming champion in that UFC without a shadow of a doubt. Definitely. Do
you think he'll ever fight Darren Till? Or they're different weights?
Well, I suppose he fights him all the time, doesn't he? They spar together.
Mate, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if he would or if he wouldn't, but I think between me and Tom, I wouldn't say this to you, but I think he's just a bit better than Till.
Yeah.
In my opinion, anyway.
He's a lovely fellow. He's been on my channel before. He's a very respectful kid, isn't he?
Oh,
his dad's lovely as well, isn't he?
Proper family, proper lovely family. You can't get better than them. He's got a son as well called Joe, who's a good lad, who can have a row as well.
Didn't Tom have a fight as a pro?
He did. He had a fight.
He won, didn't
he? Yeah, you're right. I went to his first pro fight at Wythenshawe. He dealt with the kid in the first round again. and then he's had to get out of it, and I had not enough money in it for him.
Is it with MTK, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah.
With UFC kind of thing, managed by MTK or advised by him, isn't it?
Yeah, probably advised by him. I don't know the full story there, but he's on his way upwards, Tom, anyway. And good luck to him.
Well, I think he wins a world title, and Peter Fury says to me he wins one as well.
I think he would do as well.
Yeah, at UFC.
They haven't seen the best of him.
No, because he's getting him out there, isn't he, quick?
They haven't seen the best of him yet, because, you know, he just knocks people out normally, but his main job is on that at wrestling.
Yeah.
He deals with them.
His dad's got to take a lot of credit for what he's done, hasn't he, Frank, now?
His dad is such a gentleman. He's unbelievable, his dad. He trains people all the time. Trains his own people. He trains Tom as well, and Joe. Just great people, you know, very great people.
And Tom's not one of them kids to shout and bawl, isn't he, and social media and all that. He just goes about his business, doesn't he?
Very quiet. You've noticed that, obviously.
Yeah, I've noticed he's very, very quiet, like, yeah. Do you feel, Frank, that a lot of boxers who are really, really good but don't shoot their mouths off, do you feel that they don't get as many opportunities as people in combat sports, shall we say, who are vocal on social media and that they get all the chances? Do you think that's right?
That's the big problem, isn't it? If you shout your mouth off, you get everything. If you're a bit like that, always going on with yourself, I don't like that sort of thing. I don't think a lot of trainers do either, but whatever, they seem to do it, and they're making a living out of it, aren't they, as you can see. I
like his dad for a simple reason. Every time I've seen him, when I used to go to Peter's gym regular, every time I saw him, he always come over very respectful, his dad, but his dad don't make it about him, does he? He's very quiet and do you know what I mean, kind of thing. What was that other gym we went to in when it's Salford? Gary
Booth's gym.
Gary Booth, we went there, we spent some time with Tom there. I think he was on channel that day, wasn't he?
Yeah, he did. He does. Well, Savannah was training there as well, as you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was before Peter moved to his new gym at Congleton,
Yeah, and Gary's moved now. He's in Partington now.
Yeah.
With his own gym. He's doing okay as well. I believe he's very busy. He's a nice fella, Gary, as well. Genuine type of a bloke, you know. Well,
do you remember some fighters from old days in Manchester, Frank, from back in your day when you were a tearaway?
I remember when I was younger, it was all about a lad called Jimmy Swords. His name is Jimmy Monaghan.
Yeah.
He was one of the main lads in Manchester who I knew then. And all supposed to be part of that Quality Street lot. But he's an old man now, like I am, so it comes to us all anyway, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, you're looking well for your years, Frank, I think.
I'm not so bad. Keep going. I mean, it's just a memory that's not that good. My memory is getting really bad, like I've just explained to you. Since I lost their wife, I just don't know where the head's gone, because she used to do everything for me.
Yeah.
So that's the postman just knocking on the door. Another bill.
Yeah, well, I think you're doing all right, mate. Apart from memory going and that, but I've got short-term memory loss, Frank. So you're not only one.
It's not as bad as mine, mate.
You don't drink though. You don't party pop.
No.
It may be old age has caught up with you, Frank.
It has.
If anybody's out there watching this and they can give some advice, what's best cure for memory loss or anything? Can you leave a comment for Frank?
Oh my God.
Somebody emailed me and said, "Oh, get Frank on Channel Porky," and I said, "Oh, why?" And he said, "Oh, I like him. He's honest, and I like that story when he dropped that money. He dropped 800 quid in an envelope, didn't you, Frank?"
Never forget that one Christmas, yeah.
And somebody handed it in, didn't they? Rung you up, left a note on your car.
Left a note, yeah. Handed me the 500, handed me the 800 quid back, and I thought,
I wouldn't take a penny off you. You tried to give him half, didn't you?
Give him half. He's from Whitefield anyway, Whitefield Golf Club.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. Unbelievable man. Christmas time and all. Just turned up with the money like that.
But what about that other time when you left 600 quid, Frank, in Spain on a table?
You can see my memory's been going for a long while. I left 600 quid on the armchair. My wife and my 2 grandkids come in, and I took it out of my pocket, left it there, and then went to do something else with them and forgot about the money there. Went back 10 minutes after it disappeared.
That's why I'm knocking about with you today, Frank. I'm hoping you're going to leave you're going to leave envelopes all over the place.
I know. I thought I was going to go to Joe's today. You want to have a word with Joe?
Joe Gallagher didn't ring me back.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have a chat with Joe today, but it's not happened.
No worries, no worries. We'll catch up with Joe.
He fights shortly, doesn't he, Callum?
Callum Smith, yeah, he fights this month. I forgot the guy's name he's fighting. I've got short Tim. I mean, fighting the kid this month on Joshua Usyk undercard.
What's his other boxer there called?
The other Callum Johnson.
Callum Johnson.
He's a light heavyweight.
Yeah, Callum Johnson. That's it. Yeah. See, the memory's going now. I couldn't even remember his name.
Well, what we'd like to see now, and I know this is me trying to stir the pot, but I'd like to see Callum Johnson in against Callum Smith.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a good story.
Yeah.
And anybody who's anybody will know that obviously Callum Smith's left Joe Gallagher, and Joe Gallagher basically took him from scratch to British, Commonwealth, European and world title.
Through it all, yeah.
And Ring Magazine.
Yeah.
And then he got beat, it took him to Canelo fight, he got paid well for that, he got paid well in Super 6. So set the kid up for life, and then he goes and leaves Joe, doesn't he, because he got beat. So, and I don't agree with that. You know, when fighters leave somebody, I'm not saying that because I get on with Joe. I just don't agree with it, and I think that Callum Smith, in my opinion, went down in my estimation as a man when he did that.
Yeah.
So did his brother Beefy as well. The trainer shouldn't always copy it.
No, but they do, don't they?
They do. They tend to copy it, yeah, and I think it's wrong. That's just my opinion on it, and I thought they had a bit more class about them two.
Yeah, yeah.
But what can you do when you've got people in their ears?
I know, that's the problem, isn't it? That's the problem. I mean, how many fighters do you know that's done that to the trainers? You must know loads of them.
Loads and loads and loads. Look at Liam Cameron when he left Chris Smedley to go with Clinton Woods. Yeah. And then he came back. Scott Quigg left Joe Gallagher to go with Freddie Roach. He went back. The grass is not always greener.
No, it's not.
I think sometimes fighters need to have a look in the mirror and say, do you know what? I got it wrong. Zelfa Barrett didn't leave Pat Barrett, did he?
No, he didn't.
And he lost a very, very tight decision. And what happened? They brought him back, haven't they, Zelfa, and he's back in mix. But he didn't get rid of him.
No.
So Carl Froch got beat against Andre Ward, and he didn't leave Robert McCracken. He went on the run of his life after that.
Well, there you go.
Do you know what I mean? So I just think that fighters need to say, do you know what? I did my best today. There were a few problems in camp, but I did my best, and I come up short, or I didn't get the decision, and that's it.
I think people get in their ear holes, don't they? Talking.
Yeah.
You know, do this, do that, or, you know, so it's all Chinese whispers, a lot of it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, there you go. It was his birthday today, wasn't it?
Dennis's.
Yeah.
Other day, yeah, 59.
You know, I haven't seen that of him since, well, I was invited, you invited me, didn't you, to one of his fights, and Dennis did. I haven't seen him since then, so all the best of luck, Dennis.
Yeah, good luck to Dennis. Listen, Dennis will always land on his feet.
Yeah. So
when all's said and done, no matter what happens with boxing, Dennis is a scrap metal man. He'll never be short of a few quid, will he?
Yes.
But you've got to. I've given Dennis some stick because I didn't say anything about them first six shows he did, and I was getting emails, and I kept thinking to myself, God, people are complaining and saying you're not giving an opinion on Dennis's shows.
Yeah. Is
it because you're not involved? And I thought maybe it was a little bit of that.
Yeah.
And then another part of me thought, well, I've got to give an opinion on them.
Yeah.
And so I basically rinse his shows.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I like to rinse things.
I know that.
But the show tonight is a good show, I think. I think it's a good. Dave Allen's making a cut. Obviously, he's fighting somebody that's not much cop, but he's making a comeback. And I don't want Dave Allen to be like, oh, come on, let's get out at bar and watch this. It's Dave. I don't want it to be comedy, you know, laughing stock kind of thing, like a bit of a Jack Duckworth on Connor, light-hearted entertainment.
Let's talk about him and Babbage in there somewhere.
He's not ready for Babbage.
Oh, no chance.
He's set about him. He'd be too much for him. He'd overwhelm him.
Yeah, he's what's it in it.
But I hope that David put him to kit, because he's starting to annoy me.
Yeah.
He's starting to annoy me, that Babbage. A bit like that Marco. They've got plenty of rattle, haven't they? But I don't want Dave to be like a figure of fun thing. I want people to take him serious, because we've obviously seen him spar, and we know him as a person. And when he puts his mind to it, he can punch. He's got a tough chin. He's got miles on clock now, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Now he's got a knockover tonight, and knowing Dennis as I do know him, what Dennis will do, he'll have Dave Allen prop his shows up now. They're not going to put him near any danger. No. Dave just wants to be out there as a fighter, in my opinion, but he's managing fighters, so he's going to get his fighters out there.
Yeah, yeah.
But I wish Dave all the best, but the show tonight's all right. Not Zelfa, Michael Gomez Jr. fights tonight against Dennis's lad Kane Salvin.
Yeah. That's
for an area belt. That's a good fight. So Dennis said he were going to put 50-50s on. Well, that's a 50-50. Tomlinson against that Jardin or whatever he's called. That's a good fight for IBO Intercontinental. And I rate the IBO belt, Frank, as you know. Yeah. That's a good fight. Tommy Frank fight for British is not on, but if he'd have had that on, it would have been a good card. Actually.
Yeah, you like Tommy, don't you?
Tommy Frank. As a person, I do. Yeah, I think he's all right. But I don't think he's as good as what they're making out. But in flyweight, you can pinch belts, can't you? Because there's only a few in division, isn't there?
Yeah.
But
well, Savannah, I'm missing Savannah. I've not seen a fight for her now, and Yui as well.
Do you know what? Obviously, we've known Savannah years, and you get on really well with her. They've got to start and get her this Clarissa Shields fight.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
What's going on here? They're just paying him lip service.
I don't know what's going on.
They've got to deliver for the girl. She's a world champion.
It grieves me what she's gone through as well.
Oh,
it's unbelievable. And Newey as well.
No.
What have they just parked him up or something? What's going on?
I know.
I think he's going to be having a fight though. He's got to be having a fight shortly, hasn't he?
You'd have thought you would be out soon, but whether it's with Matchroom, we don't know, do we?
No, that's it.
They've got to deliver for him, haven't they?
Yeah.
But I'd like to see Yui in with Dylan White, me personally. Yeah. Or Chisora, because I think he's got the style to beat them both.
Yeah. He needs a fight quick, doesn't he, Yui?
He needs to get out there, because a fighter needs dates, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And like I said, we get a lot of stick for saying this, probably because we're mates with Yui's dad. But Yui can fight, can't he? We've seen him, haven't we, at gym? We've seen what he's capable of, haven't we, Frank?
Yeah,
he's got skills to burn, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's dedicated as well.
And it's so frustrating for him, I think. I get so much to watch comment section in this. I get so much stick for saying that, but why not? If you've seen somebody train regular and spar, you know if they're any good.
People say he can't punch, but I'll tell you what, he can punch all right. Don't worry.
He can punch.
He punch holes in you.
I said to Robin Reed when he took him up pads, can he punch? He says he can whack. He can whack for fun.
Well, there you go. It's just one sorting out, doesn't it? It's not one sorting out.
Would you like to see Savannah fight Clarissa Shields this year, Frank?
Love it, yeah. Love it. Definitely. She just like do the business on her, on Shields, definitely. Oh, yeah. She can fight that Shields, don't get me wrong. She is an handful.
But so
she come out, yeah. Savannah just boxer, wouldn't she?
Yeah, of course she would, yeah. Yeah. So. Where do you think Dylan White's heading now, Frank? The can man.
Should I really tell you?
Yeah. Skid Row.
Yeah, well, he should have took fights, shouldn't he?
Yeah, Joshua fight should have took, shouldn't he?
Should have took them. So, I don't like saying too much things about him, but he's his own worst enemy, isn't he?
Yeah, well, could you imagine Henry Cooper knocking back a fight with Ali at Wembley?
Oh, what's it, innit? It's mad, innit? I know, they're all doing it though, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Do you feel that boxers, Frank, now are businessmen before fighters?
Yeah, well, it's businessmen running boxers as well. That's the problem, isn't it?
You think too many boxers got people in their ears?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And your channel look like, I know there's a lot of people call you on one thing and another, but at least you know what you're talking about and you speak the truth.
Thank you very much.
So there you go.
I've always tried to be right.
Well, you know what you're talking about most of the time.
Mm-hmm. Most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time.
But Frank, if you had to pick a helmet of the month this year, who would you pick? Who do you think should win it?
Could be the Gad.
The guy.
Could be the Gad. Or who's the other fella? The one with the bald head, the little fella. Is he a trainer or something?
Caldwell.
Caldwell. He's a mark up for it, isn't he? There's one or two of them, isn't there?
The Rise of the Guard.
I don't really like to. I don't really like to call people like that, but oh, so they go on, don't they, a bit?
Yeah.
There's the blowing out.
Was that your house phone?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll leave it then. Alright then, mate. Well, listen, Frank, thanks for coming on. You've been a real tonic and an addition to the Porky Express.
Yeah. Got all the haters ringing me now saying, what are you doing talking to that bald-headed fat kid?
No problem. Listen, you take care, mate. All the best. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Peace out. Right. Oh, Frank, before we go, can I ask you what your Twitter handle is?
Yeah, it's HitPro.
At HitPro.
HitPro. It is. Hit HITPRO.
At HitPro.
Yeah.
What made you call yourself that, Frank?
Hit Professional.
Oh, why couldn't you just put Frank Smith?
Well, that's me. That's my email, frank.smith8.
All right then. All right, no problem. Well, listen, thanks for coming on, mate, and you take care and have a great weekend. What you got planned for the rest of the day, Frank?
Trying to think what I've got to do.
You trying to?
Because the brain's gone.
It's bank holiday weekend as well, Frank, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't know?
To be truthful, no. I ain't got a clue. I don't know from one day to the next.
Don't you?
No. It's not good for me head at the moment because like you know, my wife used to do everything for me and now I can't even remember. Well, I don't know where I am half of the time.
Yeah.
But there you go, that's what happens.
Well, you know when I was banging on the door this morning at 5 to 8, did you think it were Dibble?
The Dibble don't call anymore.
They don't call.
No,
they don't knock on your door, Frank. They come through. They're through it, don't they, for you?
It used to be a regular thing at one time, but not anymore. Well,
No
that's
problem.
it. That's another story, innit?
Yeah. All right then, mate. Well, listen, you take care and God bless. Thanks for having me.
Okay, Russell.
Cheers, mate. Bye-bye.
All right, mate.
I enjoyed that today, seeing my pal Frank. Like to check he's alright. It's not nice, is it, losing your wife, and obviously he's living on his own, he's in his mid-70s, so we have to check on our friends, don't we, see if they're alright. But I thought it was a good interview with Frank. Thought he was a good interview. He just speaks from heart, doesn't he? He's an honest bloke. Thought he went well. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with boxing tonight, but at least we got to see Frank today, didn't we? And I'll get some more footage tomorrow. We'll piece it all in, and you've got one sort of long one, haven't you? So for you to watch. All right. Leave me a tin up the next time, love, to get by. Can't help myself, can I? Alright, peace out. I'll be home in about an hour. I'm wondering what Mad Max is doing with the Volvo. What are you on with, Max? Eh? Out of a breadcrumb. Eh? He'll have some stories to tell me when he gets back from Euro Disney, won't you, Mad Max? Eh? Okie dokie, so I think that's about it really. We'll wrap it up now. Alright, peace out. Keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing, don't have nightmares. And don't forget to hit that like button below. That subscribe button. Get the video shared on WhatsApp. Peace out. Love all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How are we doing? It's Russie from Porky's Corner. Today I'm joined by Mr. Nick Manners, aka The Man, in Leeds. We're just at his gym today. What's the address of this gym and what's it called, Nick?
It's Precise Accurate, I'll start again. Precise Accurate Training, 75 Roseville Road, 07943 969 643 for the best of boxing in Leeds. Simple.
And it's LS8 5DT.
Yeah, well remember.
So if you want to get fit and you're living in the Leeds area and you want to do boxing,
me and my brother Colin Manners, a former top class pro. We run boxing classes, exercise classes, technique. We're just about boxing, simple as that. It's a really good atmosphere. We have a good time down here. We don't do idiots, we just do boxing.
We've got Josh Warrington fight, wish him well.
Thank you very
against
much.
Lara, when's that?
That's next Saturday,
Next
4th
Saturday.
of September.
Headingley
Stadium, fantastic venue. Some really good, go on then, some really good fights on the card. We've got everybody's favourite, Ebony Bridges. We've got Connor Crusher Ben. We've got Katie Taylor, who's a fantastic fighter. I think she's a good fighter. Hopi Price is boxing. Magic Man.
He's good.
He's a good, decent kid, you know what I mean? Good prospect. Your friend David Caldwell.
Yeah, my best friend Dave Caldwell trains
who else? Brandon Stansfield from Leeds is a good fighter. I remember him when he was actually a young kid. He was a really good fighter. I actually remember him because I always said to him, I asked him if are you Henry Wharton's child? Because he was like that, you know what I mean? Stocky, thingy, blonde hair, could bomb and that. Had a few years out and that, come back and is really making an effort now. Let me just say, and then there's Mali the Matrix Wright, who's making his debut. He's boxed down here. You don't mind me waffling?
No, mate, right, yeah.
Mali the Matrix Wright is making his debut. We've had him since he was 16. He's boxed out of here, but he's fought out of Tiger's Gym in Leeds, run by Jason Gledel. Who I must say thank you for working in is it a conglomeration?
Yeah,
something like that. Working together. Who else is there? Some good kids. Top of the bill. Josh Warrington versus Maurizio Bronco Lara.
Can he fight?
They can both fight.
Yeah,
They can both fight. It's a good fight, and it's an even fight.
It is a good fight.
It's a good fight, and to a degree, what you've got to remember is both of these kids could have gone different ways, but they've gone back to each other. You know what I mean? And you know what? May the best Leeds man win. May the best Leeds man win.
Yeah, the best Leeds man. And let's hope we both get home safe to the family.
Listen, when it comes right down to it, the one thing that I will turn around and say, as brutal and as vicious as boxing is, and I love the brutality of it, I love the viciousness of it, I prefer to be on the other side of it, if you know what I mean, but we all hope everybody goes home safely, and there's nothing but respect, as far as I'm concerned, from me, there's nothing but respect towards the fighters and the efforts that they've got to do, you know what I mean, because everybody puts it in Russ at that level, they all sacrifice, you know what I mean, Paul twice, you know what I mean, but get paid, so well done too.
Yeah. Alright then, well listen, all the best.
Listen, we'll have a chat afterwards and that, you know what I mean, because you know what it is, to be fair, There's no wrong with truth, is there?
No, no.
And we'll leave it there.
We'll get you on the channel after Warrington
Yeah,
fight,
let's get this done. You know, thanks very much for coming, Russie, at the start.
Right, peace out,
me,
mate.
I intend to remain being the good-looking one, all right, the handsome one, the articulate one, the one.
Hope you enjoyed the road trip video. I'm just sending it now to the tech guys, so it's 12:15. I'm shattered. I'll sleep tonight. Alright. Well, peace out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And leave a comment. Alright. And most of all, share the video on WhatsApp. And thank you very much for backing the channel. Peace.